So, I've caused a bit of a stir, touching on some touchy subjects of the Warhammer universe. Today we're going to talk about something not controversial, just something everyone loves, a good fucking scrap. So let's get back to having fun, stop taking ourselves so seriously, and before we get into it, I've dropped some merch. Links in the description. Orcs love a good scrap, and if there's one thing they can count on, it's humans always bring the fight, because there's so much flesh and blood to go around. They're fucking everywhere. So there's always a fresh battle supply to be had. But more importantly, they just love a fun fight. Humans are the perfect mix of satisfying and interesting. For starters, the sheer number of us, in the trillions of people. Orcs love smashing stuff, and humans, there's a bunch of them, and they squish just right. It's an absolute joy for these big green skinned dopes. But it doesn't stop there. Wait, am I allowed to call them dopes? Is that going to be controversial? Humans also bring all sorts of noisy, rumbling toys to the battlefield. Big, steam-belching tanks, clanking mechs, and fortified bunkers practically beg the orcs to bash them to bits. And when they do, the explosions are glorious. And if you're really lucky, one of me might rock up. Big, giant space marine. We don't hold back. We'll charge in with swinging chainswords, roar like mad, giving it our all. That's the kind of fight the orcs live for. Now compare that to some of the other factions. The Tau, boring. They'll sit back from a mile away with quiet tech. Where's the fun from that? Making wom 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 noises from hover tanks. They don't hold a candle to the roar of Lehman Russ. The Eldar, too slippery little fucking gypsies. They vanish as soon as the fight starts, and their floating vehicles don't make for a satisfying wreck. Tyranids can be fun to squish. They don't have any cool vehicles to loot up, bash. Necrons are tough. They go clang when you hit them, but they don't squish. It's a real letdown. To be fair, Necrons, when you hit them hard enough, they spark and buzz, which is pretty fun. But you've got to hit them proper hard to get the kind of action us orcs are looking for. Now, let's break it down to a simple test. 5 steps to determine if it's going to be a good fight. 1. Can you scrap? 2. Do you like to scrap toe to toe? This is my English accent. Do you emote based on the outcome of the scrap? Do you have good loot? Are there enough for you to scrap en masse? Humies score a perfect 5 out of 5 on the scrapper meter. Humans are kind of a bad enemy to fight, which is what makes them a good enemy for orcs. There's little distinction between the two. No matter how many humans fall, there's always more coming. Just keep sending them to the battlefield. Shipwrecks, brimming with vengeance. Humans are like weeds, a disease, impossible to cleanse of the world. To a greenskin, that makes something more than just enemies. A fight with humans is a joyous thing because defeating them means something. Humans also build bunkers, castles, fortifications, like they're daring the orcs to come and tear them apart. And orcs take that challenge seriously. It's not a defense. They figure humans must love a big bash as much as they do. After all, why build something so tough if you didn't want someone to bash it down? So at the end of the day, humans are just the most entertaining foe. They're reliable, they're noisy, and when they fight, they're all in. For orcs, that's the dream. Love you all, catch you tomorrow.